The lady asked about the cover photo of my book. And if you have the book, the, if you look at the cover photo, oh, here's my book. That photo was taken during my trip to Japan with John and Yoko. And I have a very clear distinction and memory in framing this. I called John in Japan to tell him Elvis Presley had died. And I didn't want him to hear it first on the radio. And I knew how much Elvis meant to John. He was once quoted famously as saying, quote, "Before Elvis, there was nothing," close quote. Now, with all due respect to both Beethoven and Mozart, but I understood the frame. And I told him. And the very next day, I got on an airplane and went to Japan for an extended version, which you can read about it. I think it takes almost a chapter of my book. And I had this old jacket, this old green jacket that I bought at an Army Navy store near Sunset and Western many years ago. And I wore it through most of my time with John and Yoko. Hadn't thought about it. About 4 months ago, this is breaking news. About 4 months ago, I'm going through, spring cleaning or whatever you call it, and going through all my old closets to find clothing to donate to charity, and which I do routinely because I do like threads. And I also know that there's a time to let it go and for somebody else to enjoy them. So I'm going through the closet and pulling things down, and I just noticed at the bottom of the closet, there seems to be a rag crumpled up. And I reached down and I pulled it out of the recesses of the closet, not knowing what it was. You and I have never met before, correct? No. And I didn't ask you to ask that question. You know what I found at the bottom of the closet? I found this. Red jacket from 50 years ago. It's a little faded, but it's still there. And this is what I wore around Japan. I also have a vague recollection that Tom Petty used to wear jackets like this. Can't say for sure. But I probably bought it for $10 at one of those Army Navy places. And it always had a special meaning to me. So I brought it tonight to share with you.